In Dallas, the second game of our Wednesday doubleheader on ESPN. Stars going head-to-head, a lot of history between these two. And Nico, the Grinch who sold Luka. A lot of raw emotions down there after that trade, we know. Here, Draymond looking for Jimmy Butler. Steve Kerr thought that Butler had been held on the play. Very next play, Max Christie finds Kessler Edwards down low. And Kerr, he's going to get his money's worth on this tee. Green. Draymond's got to hold his coach back. Like, let me get the tees, coach. A 9-point lead grows to a dozen as Clay gives it to Kyrie, and then Kyrie again. Bottoms. He was spectacular tonight. Dallas leading by 5. They are short-handed. Bunch of injuries, but they had Kyrie. Would that be enough? Well, here comes Steph Curry. 1-3. Another 3, and that gives the Warriors the lead, and boom, says Steph Curry. We're tied at 104, not anymore. Kyrie with a 3 of his own. He had 42 points and 7 boards. Off a mad scramble off a steal. Jimmy Butler with a putback. He had 21 to go with 9 rebounds and 7 assists. Game tied at 107. Najee Marshall attacks a smaller defender and gets the little bunny there at the rim. 2-point lead. Golden State, have they tied it up? No. Kyrie draws the charge. Golden State would challenge that call, but after the massive offensive night, it's the defense from Kyrie that seals a 4-point win. And he joins us now. Kyrie, hey, it's Scott Van Pelt. If you can hear me, man, thank you very much for taking a moment to put on a headset. What an amazing couple of weeks it's been in your town. You guys are so shorthanded. You're taking on an incredible team in Golden State. The offense, the defense that you gave, everything was on your shoulders. What's a night like this like? You've been through it a long time. You've been doing this a long time. But how much fun's a night like tonight, Kyrie?
It's a lot of fun, especially when you got our young guys playing, almost out of their mind. They're making little plays that get us ahead in this game. And it was a possession-to-possession game, and we needed everybody to be on the same accord. So I was just fulfilling my responsibility out there, just getting us going offensively. Wish I could have had a few assists tonight, but I was trying to do it on all aspects of the game. So I'm grateful that my teammates carried me. Coaching staff had a great game plan, and we were able to get this last-minute win.
I'm pretty sure Coach Kidd's going to be all right when he looks at the box score and doesn't. The assists don't matter. You guys had 4 more than them. And again, it's the points were huge, but I'm told statistically, I believe this is the second charge that you've taken. And in a moment like that, where here comes Butler, head of steam downhill. I mean, well, you're laughing. I mean, what do you do in a moment like that?
You got to put your body on the line, Scott. You got to put your body on the line, man. You got to leave it all out there. This is what the NBA is about when you truly want to win in this league. And, you just get rewarded with one of those calls, just being in the right position. Butler's a strong player, so I was just, following the game plan.
Right on.
Guessed right on that time and was able to get the win.
Now, on a night such as this, where obviously AD's hurt, Gafford's hurt, and I mean, it's all hands on deck, but there aren't that many hands. I mean, it's hard to win in this league, but when you're shorthanded.
I thought you were going to sub in for us. I thought you were going to.
Nah, man, I can't check anybody, and all I do is shoot flat-footed threes. I don't think that's really appealing to anybody. But, I mean, to win with what you had, how significant is it, Kyrie?
It's very significant, especially going into All-Star break. We have one more game in less than 24 hours. So we just got to put our best foot forward. It hasn't been the ideal season for us, barring injuries and just a bunch of changes going on. But we have a very resilient group. We trust one another. And we have fun playing the game of basketball at a high level. When you're competing against the best of the best, that's all you can ask for. So I'm grateful.
All right. I want to close with this. I appreciate your patience in indulging me here. I thought your answer the other night was so thoughtful about just fans and dealing with losing guys, and that's hard. And I got it, and it made sense to me. But I also feel like the city of Dallas, they love the Mavericks, and they love the guys that wear the uniform. And it felt like the Kings game the other night. I get there's stuff going on in the crowd. But the people that are there to cheer you on, Kyrie, how do you best describe the bond that this group who's here has with the people in the building who are cheering for you?
Well, it's a very strong bond. A lot of us are engaged in the community off the court. We have family members, friends here. We have partners here business-wise. And then you add on to us being part of Dallas Mavericks as a global group, our organization. So I'm just grateful to be one of the leaders on the team. be able to stand in front of some uncomfortable moments that go on and, just deal with them and let everybody know that, you just got to give each other some grace. When fandom arises or fanaticism or, people are cheering on for their home team or people that they love and then they change teams, you got to give them grace. So that's all I was trying to echo on, the podium the other night was just understanding that kids, whether it be adults, they're inspired by the game of basketball. They love this as a spiritual sport. So, you just got to take it one day at a time, be patient, and, we're just going to put our best foot forward for not only Dallas, but for the rest of the world that's watching and supporting us. So I appreciate MFFL. You guys are keeping me going. Appreciate you.
Right on, Kyrie. I appreciate you taking the time. Be well until next time, all right?
Yes, sir. Hopefully I get to see you in San Fran, man.
All right, Kyrie and the Mavs get the victory. Talking about the guy that used to be there, it's Luka, and making his second start. Still looks odd, and it's going to look odd for a while, I would imagine. Doncic here early on. Fakes behind the back. Then he told his guys, you got to be ready. Hachimura was ready the second time around. And the Lakers take a 3-point lead. Doncic loses it. And it's a mad scramble the other way. Jordan Clarkson will finish. It's a 4-point lead. That's got to be a violation of some sort. Apparently not. Keontae George, not a charge, not a walk. Play on. Jazz have the lead. Austin Reeves from the behind-the-back dime to the bottom of the bucket. You got to make that one count. Luka finds his guy behind the three-point line. Doncic, 16 for assists, 5 turnovers on the night. It's Utah's night. Let's get to the Jazz. There's Clarkson. Through traffic. He had 21, 9 boards, 7 assists. Lauri Markkanen, corner 3 all alone. He had 32 and 5. There's Luka on the loss tonight.
We can go very far. Obviously, today I felt a little bit rusty. 2 games in after my injury, turnovers, missed free throws. So I got to do way better. But now I think we're approaching this break, so we gotta rest. For me, I think it's more mental rest than anything else, but still gotta work. So I'm excited about this break, and I can't wait to go back to play.
Doncic, 23 minutes. They're going to try to ease him back from that calf injury. Lakers outscored by 19 during that time. Worst plus-minus for him all season. LA's loss snaps a season-long 6-game losing streak as they enter the break as a 30-2 record. Be winning streak. Misspoke, I beg your pardon. Tim Legler joins me now after a tremendous ball game that you got to see. And had Golden State won, we'd have started with that, their new guy. You got to see Luka, the new guy with L.A. the other night. But I want to start with Dallas. And I thought Kyrie has been so thoughtful in trying to answer honestly what it's been like after the trade. But that building tonight, like from afar, Tim, we see, people getting kicked out and people are mad, and I get it. But it felt like the building was pulling for this squad tonight. You're sitting courtside. What was it like?
You're right. Listen, there are still some people here that are hurting. They're going to be hurting for a very, very long time. Some people will be hurting forever because Luka Doncic represented that, the talent, the entertainment. He was their favorite player to a lot of fans. But I will tell you, Scott, in this building tonight, and some of it is when you get out to a good start in a game, it helps. They got out to a great start offensively at the beginning of this game. This crowd was absolutely supportive of this team. They were bought into this game. They were bought into the finish. And they were bought into a spectacular performance by Kyrie Irving. It doesn't quite look like it does when Luka did it, but it doesn't matter. This cupboard was not left bare here. Kyrie Irving showed you that. And Anthony Davis obviously will join him at some point, representing a tremendous tandem. But tonight it was about Kyrie Irving and really Golden State's inability to corral him throughout the night.
Yeah, he is a spectacular talent, and it has been throughout his career. And they were awfully short-handed tonight. But and then he takes a charge, and then he said, you got to put your body on the line. And I'm thinking, Coach Kidd might not want you to because you don't have that many dudes left, although they are about to hit the break. On the Golden State side of things, you see Jimmy Butler gets called for the charge there late. It's only a handful of games that we've seen. And through the years, Tim, we've talked a lot about this. A star joins a team. You got to give it time to figure out what it's going to look like. Look down the road for me. What's it going to look like, Butler with Golden State?
Yeah, I think this is a tremendous addition. And one of the things you saw tonight, and he didn't convert that play. I think Kyrie actually surprised him a little bit that he was in that position. I think Jimmy Butler had an angle if he just kept it in his right hand and went to the right side of the rim. But what you're going to see is a different way to operate in big moments. They haven't had this kind of a weapon. You could throw it to Jimmy in the ISO. You could throw it to him in the post. He can make a pass out of it, or he can get to the line. It's a different way to control close games. It didn't go their way tonight, but ultimately, I just think this is a great pairing. He has energized Steph Curry. He's energized Draymond Green. All of the talk around this team since we've been here has been about that. They feel like there's some juice there. Jimmy Butler he's very motivated. I think he's got a lot to prove. And he's a guy that helps you on both ends. His instincts are great. High IQ fits in with this system. I think this is going to be a great pairing. Let's see what happens. These teams are all bunched together. 6 through 12 is going to be tight in the Western Conference, and all of these games matter when you talk about tiebreakers. But Golden State's best basketball of the season, I believe, is coming.
You get paid for this and per diem for this night of work. How about that? You saw a hell of a ball game, Tim. Fun to follow it. Always good to talk to you. I look forward to the next time.
You got it, Scott.
All right, Tim Legler calling a great game tonight. But maybe the game of the night, New York, big city of dreams, most famous arena in the world. And when that guy walks into that building, he's ready to go wild. Trae Young, sorry, I'm an all-star. Karl Anthony Towns coming off a 40-point performance against the Pacers on Tuesday. Towns going berserk. He scored 12 straight points. Next possession, that flat-footed shot from deep. That's his trademark, and it's cash. 15 in a row, 24 in the first half. Knicks had the lead. It's a 3-point lead midway through the fourth. Towns hits another, the fifth Knick with back-to-back 40-point games joining Jalen Brunson, Bernard King, Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing. Next, Hawks possession, logo 3. Bottoms, Hawks within 3. Under 2 to go. Jalen Brunson, right back at you. Knicks lead by 4. George Niang hits the 3. On the ensuing inbound, it's nearly a catastrophe. Towns doesn't want to do it, kind of short arms it. Dyson Daniels is lucky it's not 3-point play. See, he reaches over the back of Bridges. Great defense from Daniels. Misses the second. And Atlanta corrals the rebound. I thought for sure Trae was going to shoot a 3 from half court and make it. Instead, he gets fouled. Makes both free throws. Game tied. One last shot, and it's the guy you want. Brunson from 3, no. We go to overtime. In OT, Brunson finds Precious Achiuwa down low. Knicks lead by 3. Trae down the lane. Little look away to the corner. Hits the layup. 1-point game. Brunson, mid-range. Bucket. Knicks up 1. 8 seconds to go. Young on the drive. Nothing. Rebound. Corner 3. Niang for the win. No. Karl Anthony Towns after a monster night on a monster dub.
I didn't like how Anthony Edwards was having all the fun with the 40-pointer, so I'm just trying to join the party. But nah, I'm just happy that those kind of nights resulted in wins. That's the most important thing for the city, and I'm just happy that we got ourselves going into the break with momentum. But it is true, it's worst time, right, to have a kind of something working right now.
Wild game in the Garden. Knicks become the 4th team in the play-by-play era to hang on and win in overtime after they allow a 6-point lead to get away in less than 10 seconds on the clock. Only other instance in the last 20 seasons, the Pelicans, April of 2023. Karl Anthony Towns, 44. Jalen Brunson, 36. It's the 6th time this year they've both gone for 30-plus. Second most by any Knicks teammates in a season. You got to go all the way back to 61-62. to find Richie Guerin and Willie Knowles, who did that. Knicks enter the All-Star break with 36 dubs, the most prior to the break since 72-73 when they had 39. They'd go on to win the NBA Finals that season. As anyone that follows the league knows, they haven't won another one since. They've been waiting for a while. Performance of the night. Someone's going to top what we just saw from the Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, Jamal Murray, present. he and Denver welcoming the Trailblazers to the Mile High City. On the break, over the shoulder, Jokic finds him. Then Murray, corner three. That rolls in. 14 in the first quarter, most in a quarter at home this season. Jokic doing his thing in the paint. He had 26, 15, and 10. Ho-hum, triple-double. That's what he does nightly. Murray, head faking. Eventually gets the left-handed scoop to go. Denver's up huge. All three of these, while we're at it, 30 at the half, fourth 30-point half. Most by a Nuggets player and a half since 97-98. How high is it going to go? Murray, mid-range. You can take those two with you. Murray, off the steal in transition. Let's pull from three, because why not? No, but he knew it was off, gets the rebound and puts it back. He's got 45 through three. Going to keep him out there, and let's see how high this number can go. What's the most you ever scored in a game, Steve?
41.
41 for Steve. He's got you beat. He's got his fourth career 50-point game, breaking a tie with Jokic for the most in franchise history. Murray, more, 53. A minute left in the game. How about a 20 for 36 night from the field, 7 threes, and a big 11-point victory, 55. What a night.
It means everything. It's not obviously I shot the ball well, but, they're hunting for me to get the ball, and really rooting for me to go get it. And obviously I've been here my whole career, so just seeing all the same faces and being in this in Denver, just making the most of the moment. And, I've been here for 9 years. So, like I said, it's just, for me, it's just years of chemistry with those guys, and they know me, I know them, and tonight was just them looking out for me. So I know I shot the ball well, but I brought the ball up here just because I couldn't do it without them, and that's why we're such a good team.
Want to educate some of the younger viewers that might not know. Back in the day, this squad had guys named Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe that were walking buckets. The fourth career 50-point game, Jamal Murray now.
Các bạn vừa xem xong video phân tích của chúng tôi. Sau đây sẽ là video hướng dẫn cách làm một chiếc vòng tay mang tên là Windhorst, Arian Wojnarowski của chúng tôi. Bây giờ các bạn cùng tôi thử nghiệm cách làm nhé. Hôm nay thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho các bạn cách để làm một chiếc vòng tay mang tên là Arian Wojnarowski. Đây sẽ là tên của một MC analyst và nguồn nguyên liệu để mà chúng ta có thể làm được cái chiếc vòng tay này. Thì các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một số các cái phần nguyên liệu đơn giản như sau này. Trước tiên thì mình sẽ có một chiếc kéo này. Mình sẽ có dây chun này, kéo này, dây này. Mình có hạt vòng này và phần chữ này. Bây giờ thì mình sẽ lấy cái phần dây chun này. Cắt lấy một đoạn này. Bây giờ thì mình sẽ các bạn thấy đây là mình có rất nhiều những cái hạt vòng, hình ngôi sao này, hình vuông này, hình tròn này, hạt vòng nhỏ này, hạt vòng to này. Bây giờ mình sẽ lấy hạt vòng màu đỏ nhé. Hạt vòng màu đỏ. Sau đó là vòng màu trắng. Màu đỏ. Màu trắng này. Đỏ này. Mình cứ ghép màu đỏ, sau đó lại màu trắng, sau đó lại màu đỏ, sau đó lại màu trắng. Thêm một màu đỏ nữa. Rồi, bây giờ mình sẽ ghép chữ Arian Wojnarowski. A này. D này. Chữ R này. Chữ I này. I, A này. N này. Arian Wojnarowski. W này. O này. G này. A này. Chữ R này. G sẽ đến N nhé. N xong A này. Chữ R này. O này. W này. S này. Chữ K này. Y ngắn này.